Hey everyone, it's Flakfire. Man, it's been a long time since I've said that. I hope you're doing great. We don't have an official release date for the next Battlefield game yet, but we do now know you'll have a chance to play it before launch, and that may be sooner than you think. Battlefield Studios and EA just put out a teaser for an experience called Battlefield Labs. Now, I did get invited to a special online briefing for that, so hopefully I can answer some of your burning questions here and provide some additional content. So, if you missed the memo, first up, Battlefield Labs, similar to the community test environment from previous installments. Now, we haven't had a CTE in Battlefield since Battlefield 1, so it's been many years. Developers say that Battlefield Labs is going to be bigger than that and part of an effort to be what they called ambitious in building the Battlefield community. Battlefield Labs will let players test slices of the upcoming game, which is currently in pre-alpha stage and rumored to arrive this fall. They also have the opportunity to provide feedback to developers. I was told that not everything tested in Battlefield Labs will make it into the game, but that feedback will help developers prioritize and tweak experiences. In the briefing we had, developers said the playtest will revolve around specific focus areas of the game. So talking about things like maps, modes, vehicles, hardware was another thing that was brought up. They also confirmed that the first test will explicitly look at combat and destruction. Both of those things were lacking in Battlefield 2042. Of course, we did get a bit of a tease of that in the reveal for Battlefield Labs at the end of the video. I'll be breaking that down in a more detailed video soon, so make sure you subscribe, but in the meantime, go check that out. I was told that Battlefield Labs will likely continue past launch, meaning it could evolve into a platform for expansions beyond the core game, so much like the previous CTE programs. Other important information out of this briefing and the new teaser, Battlefield Labs is a closed testing environment. It is invitation only, and it will require you to sign a non-disclosure agreement. While that does mean you won't be able to capture footage on Battlefield Labs, at least initially, it does represent a major change of course from the development of Battlefield 2042, which was notoriously private. You might recall I had no involvement in that whatsoever, and every line of communication with devs was basically silent. This time, developers say they want to validate player expectations and build Battlefield with the community, all while being more transparent. I think that's a great thing if you are able to do that. You can sign up for Battlefield Labs online. There should be a link on the official website for that, and I'll try to make sure it's posted here when it goes live. I was also pleasantly surprised to hear Battlefield Labs will be available on PC, Xbox Series X and S, as well as PS5. Console players often get the shaft with these kinds of testing environments, so it's nice to see them included here. PC specs for Labs should be available online at the Battlefield website. Keep in mind those aren't necessarily the specs for the next Battlefield game. Much of the engagement and feedback for Battlefield Labs will supposedly take place on Discord, so if you're not on that platform yet, make it a priority. I also asked EA directly and got confirmation that Labs is free and it will not require a pre-order, which is exciting for a great many people. Lastly, we got surprising confirmation in the briefing that Portal will be making a return with the next Battlefield title. You might recall this is one of the things I expected would be carried over from Battlefield 2042, but honestly did not expect to get confirmation on that so soon. Dev said Portal could be one of those slices tested under the Battlefield Labs program. Again, we're probably a couple months away from the first round of tests on Battlefield Labs. Previous teases promised playtests early this year, but that is still exciting news. Similarly, devs mentioned it's possible that playtests may include content from all the studios under the Battlefield umbrella, so multiplayer content from DICE and Motive Studios, the single-player campaign from Criterion, and then whatever mysterious experience ripple effect is cooking up to appeal what was described as basically, quote, a new group of Battlefield players, end quote. Kind of a surprising announcement here with Battlefield Labs. I think as a community, the more options that we have to interact with developers and influence, provide feedback to a game, I think the better experience that we're going to have. I think this is a great endeavor, and I'm cautiously optimistic about Battlefield Labs. After 2042, Battlefield 5 to some extent, developers really need to rebuild trust with the Battlefield community in exile, and Labs seems like a great shot at doing that. I will, of course, keep you up to date on the latest Battlefield news now that we've got some actual concrete information. If you want to leave some questions about Labs below, I'll do my best to answer them. Again, stay tuned for a video. I'm going to try and break down the Labs teaser and see if we can't glean any more information out of that. Hopefully have a video up later here today. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If not, a dislike. Make sure to subscribe and tap the bell to get updates on the latest Battlefield videos. And as always, thanks for watching.